Thank you for contacting Tumasoft Support for help in troubleshooting Preset Viewer Argus. What we're going to do right now is I'm going to show you how to make a screencast using a website called screener.com from Articulate. Articulate is a world-class e-learning solution, and Screener is a free service that they provide. So we're going to start by going to screener.com, screener.com, and then you'll need to scroll down to click Launch Screen Recorder Now. You will need Java installed. You may have to allow a few different things to get the screencaster running, but it's used by lots and lots of different companies, including the New York Times and Mashable. It's a very safe solution. Once you get that started, you're going to click the record button. When you have Screener recording your screen, what I'd like you to do is it'll look like this when it's recording. I would like you to get a Windows file browser. And we're going to go into your program files to make sure that Argus is properly installed and running properly. So we're going to open up your C drive, and we're going to go to Program Files. And we're going to go into Adobe, and I have lots and lots of Adobe programs installed. In this case, I'm going to go to Photoshop Elements 10. It doesn't matter if you have Photoshop Elements installed, if you have Adobe Photoshop installed, either of those programs will work just fine. Those are the programs that Argus is intended to work with. Argus is actually just a dynamically linked library that adds functionality to your Windows browser. It doesn't actually work with either Photoshop or Elements directly, just the files that are provided in the presets folder. So I've opened Photoshop Elements 10. Now I'm in the presets folder. The first folder I want to go to is the brushes folder. And by default, our view is in list view. There are two things that we're going to need to do to make sure that Argus is properly installed. The first is we're going to change our view to medium icons or larger. There's medium, large, and extra large icons. Medium icons are fine. Anything smaller than that, so small icons or list, will just give the thumbnail icon that's default with the program, with Photoshop. So you'd have that brushes icon instead. So we're going to go to medium icons. Notice now we have a thumbnail view of what's inside that file. We're also going to go over to organize, and in organize we have some layout options. We want to turn on the preview pane. By default this is usually not turned on, and when we click on any of these files, it'll take a minute, just a second the first time. Argus will create a preview of all of the brush files in that file so that you can see what brush types are actually in that file. We can then also go look at color swatches. Argus works with swatches. So we can see all the colors in our photo filters. The first time you use it with the preview pane on, it does take a couple of seconds to kind of build that file for you. Custom shapes. Argus does work with the preset folder, or with the preset pane on or off. So if you don't want the preview pane on, you can turn that off, and then you just have the large icons. To open these files, you'll load them into Photoshop or Elements the same way that you would in either program before installing Argus. I'm just going to go up and show you the same thing here in Photoshop. Photoshop, presets, brushes, here they are. So once you've done that, if you'll go back to your Screener previewer, at the bottom is a green button that says Done. You're going to go ahead and click Done, and then you're going to publish this screencast. As soon as you've published the screencast, if you would send me a link, then we can troubleshoot your program. This is the Windows XP version. There's also a Windows 7 version and a Windows 8 version. Thanks so much for your time. We look forward to solving your problem. Have a great day.